Today I'm going to be showing you an updated profile of my Eyes Magician deck, which I am also calling my 4-dimensional dragon deck. And this is thanks to the ban list that started in March 31st. First up, we'll be showing monsters from high level to low level. First up is Dark Magician of Chaos. A useful card to have when he's on the field, but for what's coming up later on, you'll see why. Next is Malefic Stardust Dragon. I no longer have a Stardust Dragon, but I can still use this card to my advantage in one perspective. There's also Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon. And then there's 3 copies of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, one of which I'm wanting to trade out for an Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon, assuming if I can get one before June or something. But regardless, no explanation is really needed for this card. Well, not until later. And then there's 3 copies of Dragon Pit Magician, a back row pop effect once per turn, and then there's Dragon Caller Magician. Next up is 1 Shankai Magician, other copies in the side deck, and then 2 Wisdom Eye Magicians. Thank you for the 2017 ban list. It's possible that an Aurora would be made later on, but until then, we'll wait and see. And then Dragon Pulse Magician destroys the monster once per turn while on the Pendulum Zone. And then 2 Performer Pal Pendulum Sorcerers. If special summoned in any way, target up to 2 cards that the owner controls and then destroy them, and then you can urge a Performer Pal monster with different name from your deck to hand other than itself once per turn. Next, Skull Crabat Joker. A useful search effect. And then Noble Dragon Magician. Cannot be used if activated in a Pendulum Zone without a Magician card on the other side of the Pendulum Scale, then this card's automatically destroyed and sent to the extra deck, unless otherwise Macrocosmos or whatever. And then a Performer Pal Lizard Draw, and then 1 Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. Next up is 2 copies of Prayer Plant Clamido Sundew. Its monster effect allows you to perform a fusion with a dark attributed fusion monster once per turn. With this card on the field, and monsters from hand, or any monsters that have a prayer count via a Prayer Plant's effect. The fusion summon effect of this is once per turn. I cannot stress that enough. And then there's 1 Performer Pal Guitardo, 1 Performer Pal Odd Eyes Unicorn, And then there's 2 copies of Tuning Magician. And now for spells, we have Ignite Reload, Odd Eyes Advent, Odd Eyes Fusion, 1 Pendulum Call, 1 Raigeki, a Rank Up Magic Astral Force. Really, it's because I have, the reason I'm running this is because of one specific monster that I'm running in terms of extra deck. And then there's 2 copies of Sky Iris, 1 Terraforming to search out the field spell, because I only have 2, so that's a simple explanation. And then the Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic Launch can only be used on a Dark Attributed Xyz monster without any materials attached to it. So, if you take a wild guess, then you understand why I'm running the Astral Force. And then we have a Twin Twisters. And for traps, we have Banlist Trap Hole, Jar of Avarice, Solemn Warning, and the Transmigration Prophecy. Regardless if I'm up against other Pendulum-based deck builds or not, it's useful to have this handy just in case. And that goes for the Solemn Warning too, just to prevent other people's summonings. The Transmigration Prophecy, you can use it for recycling your cards from your own graveyard, as well as prevent card combos from the opponent's graveyard from happening sometimes. Because with this and Jar of Avarice, you can make a recyclable combo. And now for extra deck, we have Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. This card is the reason why I decided to run those 2 copies of that prevalent Clamato Sunder, as well as the fact for me running Malefic Stardust and Dark Magician of Chaos. And next up we have Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Even though I could swap out this card with something else, I figure, well, it still has its uses in multiple decks, so why not? And then we have Nirvana High Paladin. One other reason for, like, well, level 3 Pendulum monsters that can be Pendulum summoned, while I still have level 7 Synchro monsters like these. And then there's Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, Performage Trapeze Magician, Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon. After I've used its monster effect, if I have this spell card already prepared, then I can activate this is at least during my opponent's turn after using its effect or beforehand to special summon this card. And then this spell, along with Dark Rebellion, will become this monster's material, which will have this monster's effects fully activated. or use it. And with this card, you can just detach one and then target one monster that you control and have it attack twice. But after the battle phase ends, that monster is destroyed automatically. And with this, of course, its attack at changing effect is a once per turn thing. And then to prevent this card's destruction, you can activate during either player's turn. And that will allow you to special summon any of these monsters from the graveyard. Next up is Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon. While it has an exceed material on the field, it cannot be destroyed by card effects, but it can be destroyed by battle. And then your opponent has to take 500 points of damage after an effect resolves. Whereas Odd Eye's Gravity Dragon has to require you to pay 500 life points to activate card effects while on the field. Then Odd Eye's Absolute Dragon, just detach one, negate an attack from either one of your monsters or one of your opponent's monsters, and then special summon an Odd Eye's monster from your hand or graveyard, once per turn. And if this is sent to the graveyard after it being exceed summoned, then you can special summon an Odd Eye's monster from the extra deck, other than itself. And finally, there's Odd Eye's Raging Dragon. Its pendulum effect is the same as Odd Eye's Rebellions, but its monster effect is a different story. Useful scale 1 too. While it has an exceed monster as a material, it can make a second attack during each battle phase, and once per turn, just detach one and destroy as many cards as your opponent controls as possible. And if successful, this card gains 200 attack for each card destroyed this way until the end phase of the turn that it resolves. And with that, this is my deck build for the 4 Eyes Dimension Dragons. Thank you and have a pleasant day.